Now, in chess, there is a concept of a poisoned pawn. And that is a pawn that is either on... Well, usually it's on the g2 or b2 square, or I guess black's counterpart as well, which, when taken, results in a position that is better for the person who took it. Now, in this game that I just played, I am going to introduce to you the concept of a poisoned piece. A piece which should not be taken due to underdevelopment. So, we start with e4. We got knight c6. I take the full center. I really hate these. Anything that doesn't sort of... It's not symmetrical. It doesn't fight for the center. These like position... It's like, ugh, just give me all the space. First mistake of the game. My opponent plays b5, which just immediately allows... d5. You can play you can play e6, but the move is d5, and I still just get space this way. They immediately let me get all the space, pushing my d and e pawns, and he's just like, that's fine. Like, he just goes back. I moved my bishop out. I'm not quite sure why. I probably could have just moved any other piece out, but whatever. Bishop out, play c6. Now, I don't want to take this pawn because that's one of my central pawns, so I play c4. Good move. He decides to take, which is... I don't know why you would give anyone this. We play e6, and I'm like, okay, you're just pushing pawns. I'm going to develop. And at this point, my opponent does something that you shouldn't do really ever, and it's just give checks. Especially when the checks are with your most powerful piece, which all I do in this position is I just keep developing. And he gives me this check, and I block it with my knight, and he takes on b2, and this is the poison knight. Now, this isn't a very deep idea, but this is a poison knight. You can't take this. So I just castle. Brilliant move. And he's like, oh my god, he gave me the free piece. Uh-oh. And the issue with this move is that the queen is on the opposite polarity of a piece that... Like, it doesn't matter where the queen moves. She cannot defend this piece because of the rook. This is on a dark square, this is on a light square. You probably need to sack the queen in this position, because the only safe square for it... Well, I guess you can go out this way, but that's just... like, it's mate in 5, so... but he goes out this way, and I mean... what other move are you going to play in this position? He should have blocked with the queen. Now, I actually could have... Apparently, this is also mate in 5. But, okay. I saw this. Pin queen to king, and he's like, alright. And now it's mate in 7. He pushes the pawn. And this is a fancy little mate. Rook e1, king here, knight here. Only move, take the pawn. And a discovered triple open file, king in the middle of the board, fucking skewer. Absolute dicing. Right here. I don't know why I'm drawing diagonal lines, but look at that. Isn't that a sexy little game? And it all came from... Well, I mean, it honestly came from my opponent giving me way too much space in the beginning. But also, making too many pawn moves and then checking and checking and checking. And while he's underdeveloped and your queen's on b2, you decide to take... I'm sure even if there was a pawn on here, if there was a pawn, or this bishop was developed, this would probably still be a fine move, and I'd probably still have a little bit of an advantage, just because of how shit black's position is. Because this is like a Smith-Morra gambit where you just play knight d5 for fun, right? Like, they'll play this fucking shit, and then if you play like bishop e7, you just play knight d5, and it's the best move in the game. Oh, okay, well, I guess not in the... Oh, wait, sorry, not in this position. If they play b5, then, knight d5 is the best move in the game, right? So, from this game, I got this similar position, except that c-file's open and my rook's there already. Like, it's just... I'm more developed even in these...